Out of nowhere, completely unexpectedly, I found myself traveling to the far west of China, to a region so complex and sensitive that it's often better not to say too much about it. Here we'll look at Xinjiang province, the wild west of China, as if we've never heard of it, as if we've never seen anything like this before. It's Saturday, April 2026, southern China, the city of Shenzhen. I'm at the airport waiting for my flight to Chongqing. My luggage is checked all the way through, so after a 2.5-hour flight, a 2-hour layover, and another 5.5 hours in the air, I'm on my way to Urumqi. I've arrived. The first thing that stands out, it's still light outside. It's already 8 p.m., but back in Shenzhen, it's been dark for hours. Signs here are written in both Chinese and Arabic script. People look different, more Turkic features. Taxi drivers approach you constantly speaking with a noticeable foreign accent. People here have only really begun integrating into mainstream Chinese life over the past 20 years. This trip is a mix of work and travel. My colleagues were supposed to meet me. After all, I'd spent the entire day getting here. But their version of on time meant arriving an hour and 15 minutes late. Hungry as I was, I took the chance to explore the airport. By 11 p.m. I was finally out with my two colleagues, enjoying local food on one of the central streets. Outside it was surprisingly cold, but the city itself immediately felt like a massive megapolis. By around 2 a.m., after checking into the hotel, I passed out instantly. The first day of this work trip began in a small town about 200 kilometers due east of the regional capital. The place is called Turpan, not exactly a very Chinese sounding name. For the past 2 months, I've been trying to stay consistent with running and long cycling sessions. So I didn't make an exception here. I went for a morning run around 10 a.m. Then came breakfast at a local spot. The difference from the rest of China is obvious. More wheat-based dishes, more meat. Honestly, I loved it. Then we hit the road, a convoy heading toward the Red River Canyon. Along the way, endless wind turbines stretch across the landscape. At times it feels like driving across Mars or along the floor of some ancient ocean or something. I had a similar feeling once we drove across Kazakhstan from one side to the other with our camper trailer. Our mission here, to find locations that resemble Nevada and Arizona of the USA. And honestly, the terrain delivers. While the team takes forever to get organized, I scout my own angles, shots, compositions, landscapes, and almost immediately I get this urge to come back here with my camper, spend the night here, maybe in a tent or something, climb down to the river down there and truly feel the power of nature, far away from the inflated importance of human progress.
I feel alone, and I've been dreaming of our home. I saw you taking care of things the others tend to get by.
We've scheduled the film here for 2 days. That also means 3 days of enjoying the best local dairy yogurt. Incredibly tasty, though definitely overloaded with sugar. Still, no way I was skipping it. I also kept up my push-up routine, a challenge I started 2 months ago. Every day, one more rep than the day before. Airport, hotel, desert, doesn't matter. There's always a floor. I tried to connect with the team, helping out, giving suggestions. Turns out most of them were like 10, 15 years younger than me, and it showed. Total lack of organization, which affected everyone. Someone forgot to charge the Teslas, or refuel the gas car, or buy food, or include breakfast in the booking, to mention that like in the group we had, and or even book the hotel at all. Can you believe that? Sometimes they just didn't know how, or didn't bother to turn off the music on the car. It's all about experience, I guess, but yeah, it's got pretty frustrating. The scenery kept changing, from empty deserts to vast snow-covered mountains, green valleys, and posters filled with sheep, cows, and horses. Oh, I almost forgot. On my very first morning, the local guide made something very clear. No open filming, no walking around like a blogger, no talking to the locals. The people here are called Uyghurs. A lot has happened in this region, so I'd recommend you look into it yourself, okay? Nature is fine to film, but even in Urumqi, I was told not to record openly. There are checkpoints on every road, everyone gets stopped. And since I'm obviously not Chinese, every stop meant longer checks, more questions, and honestly, pushing it too far could have ended this trip very quickly. Day 3. The goal: find Switzerland. That's literally how the Chinese described the nature reserve we were heading to. Of course, entry isn't free, like everywhere in China, about 120 yuan per person in the car. Yeah, even nature has a price now. But the views, incredible. Green rolling hills, mountains, sheep, and horses grazing freely. It genuinely feels like you're somewhere in Europe. Snowy peaks add a chill to the air, and a reminder to grab a jacket and a hat. After talking to ChatGPT and uploading some photos, even it agreed. Without the yurts, this could easily pass for Switzerland. And I've actually been to Switzerland, but I've never seen anything like this before. Maybe that's still ahead. This area is part of Yili, often called the Chinese Switzerland, but you probably recognize it better by another name, the Tian Shan Mountains, which literally means heavenly mountains. Food, once again, was a mess. Traveling with Southern Chinese colleagues who didn't like local cuisine didn't help. Dinner happened at like 11 p.m. and once again, some random questionable place. This time it didn't stick around. I left the table and immediately stumbled upon locals grilling lamb skewers. I tried to buy some, but instead, well, they just smiled and handed me 2 skewers for free. They spoke broken Chinese, but we understood each other just fine. I was told not to film, but honestly, I regret not capturing that moment. Our eating schedule? Not existent. We went to bed and no earlier than 2 a.m. and ate maybe once, maybe 1.5 times a day. The next day, after I finally complained about it, the team leader arranged breakfast at yet another place with questionable hygiene. Strange taste, but no arguments from the group. Half a plate of rice with carrots, no lamb, even though it was promised. Either they forgot or it never existed. Anyway, 30 minutes later, half the group had stomach issues, including myself. An hour later, let's just say I got very close to nature at our next filming location. Good thing I had wet wipes. Still, the beauty of the place gave me energy, inside and out. I easily completed my daily push-up challenge. By that point, I was already doing over 50 reps. That night, we checked into a hotel in a small village surrounded by mountains. Sounds nice, but the heating didn't work at all. We all froze through the night and woke up with sore throats. Morning, day 4, no exceptions, I went for a run. This kind of routine, or cycling when possible, is one of the best ways to understand how people actually live. Fences, rooftops, windows, paths between houses, the way people move around. It all tells a story. Fueled by another yogurt, and after waiting for the team to slowly come alive, we headed out for another day of filming. Another beautiful location, different but only slightly. There's actually a lot more I would have liked to show. Things that matter, things that would give a fuller picture, but they simply wouldn't be acceptable on this platform. So I'll leave you with a sense of curiosity and a lot of mystery about this region of modern China. As for me, I've got a 3-hour night drive ahead to the hotel. Then at 8 a.m., a taxi to the train station, an incredibly thorough check by the guards, and a 5-hour train ride back to Unqi. And sprint run to the airport because in just 2 hours, a direct flight to Shenzhen lies ahead, where my family is waiting for me. Thank you guys for watching.
Кто говорит, что несуразная фигура у тебя китообразная? Ни Ауди, ни Порш, скользи как в масле нож. Ты ладушка моя, мне она глаз.